Oh, okay. So now I have a bonus one, and this is one that I was people were asking me on social media. So I wanted to give them an answer. So a lot of people have been seeing me post the PUDGYS. I spoke about it last week that PUDGYS is basically going through a leadership change. But
Yeah.
because they're going through a leadership change, the price like doubled overnight. So it went from like less than 1 Ethereum to over 2. It settled back down right now, but it's still trading over 1 ETH, right? So the normal PUDGYs don't make this list because they're too expensive. The Pudgy Penguins are over 1 ETH. So the project that I wanted to show is the Little PUDGYs. So the Little PUDGYs, it was a sister project. Everyone that had a PUDGY had an opportunity to mint a baby PUDGY. And these are still trading for less than 0.1. So they're still trading for less than 0.1. So if someone is having FOMO on to the Pudgy Penguins and they want to get involved, but they can't, well, getting a little Pudgy is similar to getting a mutant ape in the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, right? So I think if there's anybody that's like been in my Instagram DMs and they want to get a Pudgy, but then they look up the price now, oh, it's $7 grand, $6 grand, $5 grand, whatever for a penguin. You can get a little penguin. And so I just bought one, and I'm gonna use it for my son. My son's being born next month, so it's a little baby penguin. So I thought that would be cool that he will own his first NFT before he was born. And yeah, so the Little PUDGYs is a cool project, and it's not a fake project. There's a lot of projects that are copycats, Me Too's. This is really released by the same company that did the first penguins. And still under 1 ETH. So Apocalypse Apes, which I spoke about before, it just dipped, like it fell out of nowhere. It almost hit 2 ETH. It got really close to hitting 2 ETH. Me and a bunch of people in the office got in under 1 ETH. Izzy actually minted one of these. And then they went up really high. They pulled back. Right now, I think they're like a half a ETH, something like that. They've been going up and down, trying to hit back that 1 ETH floor, but they just released their roadmap. So you can go on Twitter. You can go on their Discord. You can see their new roadmap. They just released it like a day or two ago. And they have a bunch of things that they're executing. They have a comic book. They have a lot of stuff in the music industry, a lot of brand activations there. I've actually been talking behind the scenes to the founders, and they have some really cool stuff in the works. But you don't even need any insider info if you just look at their existing roadmap that they posted. They have a lot of things in store over the next few months, and then they have a sister project that's coming out. And in order to get the sister project for free, similar to the PUDGYs and the Little PUDGYs or the apes and the mutant apes, the Apocalypse project, if you have 3 of them, then you get an airdrop of the new project that's coming out. It's another ape derivative, but I think they're like gorillas. They don't look anything like Bored Apes, but they're really cool looking. So I'm holding on to 3 of these things. Some of them I got around the mint price. Some of them I kind of traded and then got another one that I like more. But these, I think they have a possibility to get back to that 2 to 3 ETH floor, especially when the next project comes out. That's usually how these things work, is like it's these other milestones that then make them successful, right? Like the same thing happened with mutants, right? When the mutants came out and the mutants started getting super successful, it kind of pushed up the Bored Apes. So in the same way, I think that could happen here.